if you can see all this. I go from having a tailwind. See the flag over there? Yeah, you can see it right there. That's wind out of the north. I'm headed north. I had a tailwind up till about 30 miles ago. Now I've got a 23 or 24 mile wind out of the north in my face. Craziest damn thing ever. I mean, all the way from Tulsa I've had a tailwind. Now I get this headwind. So I'm gonna park it. I wanted to go a little farther, but oh well. Oh well. I ain't gonna fight this headwind in this gas guzzling bus. I'm about done with buses. I've had my share of buses. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring you this. This is some of the crap you do running driveaway. So I'm pointed into the wind and it's still rocking the bus. Wow, this is crazy. And I'm not even in Wyoming. Nebraska City. Sat Brothers next to Pilot. Since I'm waiting here in 15-degree weather on a wrecker, let me just give you a little tour. Now this is the first bus I've done, new bus. It still has the old shut 'em with a handle thing. This is a gas unit. It's broke down. Over here's your controls. Now these international buses have similar panels, but they have different buttons. It's kind of crazy the different buttons they will have. You would think they'd be all the same in the same places, but they're not. So sometimes the heater ones are down here. Rear heater, 2 rear heaters, 4 rear heaters. And these have 2 middle heaters. This is a 87 passenger. This one does have the mirrors, adjustable mirrors. Most of them that I've drove don't. This has 2 fans. Most of them only have 1. So the heaters now, driver heater, defroster, comes out from right here. Some of them will have another vent over here, and almost all of them will have a stairway heater. Well, first one I drove, I had a vent over here, and this one, and I turned it on, and this one barely blew. This one over here blew like crazy. So my right leg would be burning up, and my left leg would be freezing, and I never could get them equalized. So, but anyway, it's pretty much, I mean, they're all pretty much standard. This one does have a radio up here. Most of them, if they do have one, is down here. And they're nothing to write home about. It does have cameras. So, anyway, you know what I find odd is the prison buses are much nicer than the school buses. I say they're prison buses. They're the big white buses. And they have seat belts and kind of like semi captain chairs, individual seats, where these are just, you know. Now the short bus I took did have lap belts, so but the prison bus had shoulder harnesses. So anyway, it's just pretty much your standard new bus. I just thought I'd give y'all a sneak peek at it. Now what happened to this bus was I parked it the evening before, as you seen at the beginning of the video, with all the wind. That wind was crazy. You seen the screenshot. I had up to 27 mile an hour sustained winds. And so I got up this morning, turned the bus on, and it was buzzer going off showing stop engine. and showed a check engine light and a warning, the red triangle with the red exclamation point in it. Turned it off, turned it back on, started again a few minutes later, same thing. Turned it off, let it sit about 10 minutes, turned it back on, thinking, well, maybe it needs to warm up. After about a minute or so, the stop engine went off, but it still showed check engine. So I called it in, and they wanted to tow it to a dealer. So that was that.